Get you an investigator and pin those witnesses down as to what their story is. Good news, you don't have to give that information to the prosecution. You have that for lots of things. Number one, you have it so you know what was said, and you can evaluate their way they talk and the things that they say. And the second thing, like in the little girl in the murder case, she had some of the teachers had forgotten the things that they had said. And so when they testified like, we never saw any signs that there was anything wrong. She never showed any signs of being unhappy at home. She was a very good girl. She made good grades. I don't remember this, I don't remember that. So I said, would you remember your own voice? You know, and she said, yeah. I said, so if you said this, could you recognize your voice on a recording? And of course she said, I believe I could. And of course I had to do that outside the presence of the jury. But we played that for her, and you know, and there were 4 witnesses that had done that very thing. They'd forgotten. I don't think they were malicious. They just didn't remember anything other than the good stuff. Like, you know, this was 2.5 years had passed. So that's one reason you have that for impeachment. Get it. It doesn't cost much. Most of these investigators will call them on the phone to get it. Some, like my big-bosomed investigator that I love, Carrie Wellmaker, sticks a tape recorder straight between the 2 of them and goes over and interviews them like this motherly person that she is and gets them to give her a statement. But no, if you think that there's a possibility that you're going to try this case, get that information and pretty much watch your files. I believe that the HPD is sanitizing these files. They're taking things out that may help the defense, being sloppy. But you've got to catch them at it to get what you need. And you've got to make sure that you know what they've said in their reports. And if it even looks like, as Son Tran caught, that it says, took him to HPD and interviewed him at HPD. If it's interviewed at HPD, it is recorded. So that's the second tip I would give, the third tip I would give you. The next tip I want to give you, and I think that'll be about my time, will be about that. The next thing is, be brave. You have got to not be afraid of the people in the black robes. Some of them don't know their butt from a hot rock, and others could write a treatise on law. And many of them are in the middle. I don't like to, I'm not going to, malign anybody personally, but you're going to know more about the facts of your case and the law that applies. Remember, because you have a right to remain silent. We have trial by ambush. You know the law. Get the law. Be ready on the law. And don't be afraid of those people. They can't hit you. They can't, if they lock you up, I have motions. And I've had these motions for years, for obvious reasons. But there are motions, and I brought some, if any of you feel like that you want it like a security blanket, you're entitled to an automatic PR bond. Automatic. They have to let you go. They can cuff you to the chair for the holdover maybe for a minute, but you present with that motion, they've got to let you go. You can't be afraid of these people. These people, if they think you're afraid of them, they will run over you like Sherman through Georgia. And the bad news is, or the good news is, you go back to your office when this case is over. It's your client who goes to prison. You have to think of yourself as protecting that person sitting next to you and do everything in your power to not be afraid of those people. They are not to be afraid of. You know more law than they do. They don't know your case. Stand up to them. Your Honor, you need to say things like, Your Honor, I'd like to make a proffer. No, that'll do it on the break. I'd like to make it now. Well, that's denied. On the break, Your Honor, I'm ready to make my proffer now. Don't let them scare you into not standing up to them and bringing evidence and information that they're going to need in order to appeal if you don't win. And I will tell you another reason. Don't be afraid of the judges. I'd like to talk about somebody else I'm so proud of is Twee Lee. Twee Lee is, as big as a minute. She's here in the back, sitting in the back row. Raise your hand, Twee. Anyway, she's the one who had that. She had, all of that incident in John Phillips' court about, about he took the baby who was from this 12-year-old girl who was who was a victim of rape, and she was raising this baby, and she was still breastfeeding the baby. She took the baby away from the girl, and Tweet fought him and stood up to him. And I know it's not easy to do that. It took a lot of courage, and that's the kind of courage you've got to have. You can't be afraid of people. I'm going to tell you one Judge Hittner story, because I think it's kind of funny. There was this, out of 6 robberies that we were trying, the 6th robbery, the guy obviously had on gloves. And so Judge Hittner looked over at the agent, he says, isn't it a fact that in most robberies, the robbers wear gloves? Because we've had a big to-do, no fingerprints, no DNA, no anything. And the agent was like, yes, Judge, most robbers, of course, where do they get that information? Most robbers wear gloves. All right, now you can be afraid to cross Judge Hittner, but at the same time, we had video pictures from these 5 earlier robberies, and I got up there and I took those pictures, I put them in front of that witness. I said, show me one robber in any of the first 5 robberies that has on gloves. He's like, I don't see any. And I said, well, see, so then most robbers, what's your authority for most robbers wear gloves? He goes, well, there's no answer, so that kind of took that away. And, but you've got to show it. You can't let a judge think you're afraid of them. And I think Judge Hittner respected me more for pointing that out than he did for some other things. Like, he screamed at me constantly, stop talking so fast. You talk too fast and you're making some really good points. Slow down. and then about, 5 minutes later, Miss Pastorini, let's hurry this up. This is taking too long. You move along. And then I start moving along, talking fast as I always do. And he'd say, stop talking so fast. You're talking too fast and you're making some really good points. I want to say, can you leave off that part about him talking too fast and just keep telling this jury I'm making good points? Anyway, that was kind of fun. So anyway, the long and short of it is, in the words of Katy Perry, I want you, when you get in court, say what you want to say and let the words roll out honestly. I want to see you be brave. I want to see all of you be brave. Your clients want to see you be brave. And I hope that all of you have great luck in being brave. I have some motions if you feel like you need some backup for this. I brought some over if you feel like you just want to have that security there. And if you ever get in trouble, whether it's Harris County criminal lawyers or just a person that's been around a while, ask for help. Don't ever feel like you're alone. You're not, and I don't think anyone would fail to help you in any way. I thank you so much for your time.
Our next speaker is Ms. Letitia Quinones. Ms. Quinones is, I gotta be honest, she's one of my favorite in trial to watch. When I find out she's in trial, I will go and sit in the back and watch it. Strong women sometimes get the perception of, if you're a little too strong, you can be perceived as, I don't want to say it, a bitch. But if you're too meek, let's be honest, somebody's gonna run all over you. I struggled with that for so long. After I left the DA's office, I was in this phase where I was wearing, I'm gonna wear my suit to trial, there's gonna be a skirt, and I'm not gonna talk too loud because I don't wanna act. I went in and watched her in trial, and I'm just like, what in the heck is this? She's strong, and she's powerful, and she has this presence unlike any other. When she goes in, she argues the case, and she doesn't, I guess the advice she gave me is, she's not anybody other than who God made her. She's going to get up, and she's going to argue her case, but she's not going to alter who she is, because guess what? The jury sees that. I think we had a conversation where I said, and I asked the officer, and one of my friends like, seriously, child, you are not that nice. It comes off as, not genuine. I got that from her. She has all the accolades in the world. I can tell you, lawyer of the year, go down those, but the things that really matter are the things that last. And for her, she had a case that still impresses the heck out of me. Well, there was one where it was everybody in the street was doing a shootout, and I looked at her jury and I'm just like, this is a hood situation. I'm not sure they can relate. But she made them relate. She took them right to the middle of the shootout where I was listening to testimony, I thought the guy had did a little dirt. But at the end of the day, they were over it. They said, we see it from his perspective. We can put ourselves there, and we understand why he did exactly what he did. One of the other impressive ones, well, to me, was Bill Exley called her the best cross-examiner he's seen, and that is true. It's like back in the day when your mom and dad was asking you questions, and you kind of, ooh, and then you answer that one question, it's like, ooh, yeah, I should have said no, that was bad answer. She does that, and she does it in her own style, and it is effortless, and you have to be amazing to do it when you're crossing, an ME, and you ask them that one question, and the judge says, we'll take a break, and the ME comes back and says, I'm going to change the cause of death from a murder to a suicide. That is effective, and she does it really well, and she walks to the beat of her own drum and encourages others to do the same, and it makes them better trial lawyers. So, without anything further, Mr.
Well, I always start off after receiving such accolades such as those by giving credence to who taught me to be the lawyer that I am. So, Robert Jones, please stand. I think giving him that acknowledgement is so important because when he found me, I was not the lawyer that she just explained. I had a ponytail on the top of my head, looking like I'm going to the
It was in the back.
It wasn't in the back. And he told me, he said, get that ponytail off the top of your head. You're a lawyer. You're not a woman. You're a lawyer when you're in that courtroom. And that stuck with me. And so when I walk through these doors and I walk through that courtroom and my client is sitting there and there's 12 people in the jury, I don't care that I'm a woman. I'm a lawyer. I'm a real lawyer, as he would tell me. And so I was so excited when I learned of the topic today because it is a topic that is dear to me because when I do leave the courtroom, I am a woman. I am a mother. And all of those things matter in our profession because we have to balance being a mother because being a mother is different than being a father. There are more responsibilities for a mother because you are in fact a mother, but at the same time you have to be a criminal defense attorney and you have to manage your business and you have to manage your client's business. And all of that, you have to find a way to make that work. And while making that all work, you also have to find a way to win. Women do win. I think about Catherine Scardino, and if you think about all the death penalty cases that Catherine Scardino has tried, probably more than the four of us have tried collectively. It's impressive. She's a woman. She wins. I think about Vivian King and all the not guilty verdicts that she's received. One of the very few individuals that I know to have a not guilty in federal court. I don't know if you guys practice in federal court, but that's very hard to do. She does that. Vivian King is a woman. Vivian King wins. So then we ask ourselves this. Women can win, and women do win. But there's such a disparity there. We don't get the fees that Rusty Hardin gets. We don't get the fees that Dick DeGuerin gets. We don't get the fees that Robert Jones gets. I remember when I first started with Robert Jones, we had a murder case in California, and he tells me, call that boy's mama and tell him the fee's going to be $150,000. I said, what? How do you call somebody and ask them for $150,000? He said, you just call them and you ask them. Okay. Because one thing about me, if you know me, I have no fear. I have no fear about anything. So I picked up the phone and I said, Miss So-and-so, that's going to be $150,000 to represent your son in California. And she said, okay, I'll bring over the check. And I said, Mr. Jones, she said, she's wrong. And that taught me that I was a woman. And I made that call, I demanded that fee, and I knew that I had the talent and the courage and the mentorship to make it happen, and it happened. And we did that. And we got that fee and we tried the heck out of that case. And so, women, although there's a disparity, we are in fact closing the gap. Last night I went online and I looked up some statistics
statistics in terms of the disparity in pay between just women and men in general. And they were only out for 2013, 2014 hadn't come out yet, but there's a 20% difference between the money that men earn and the money that women earn for doing the same thing. Because call me feminist, call me brave, call me arrogant, call me cocky, but I believe Catherine Scardino, Vivian, Windi, Casie, Letitia, we're just as good as your Ruskies. We're just as good as your Dick DeGarens. We're just as good as your Robert Jones and your Chip Lewises. We are just as good, but we're women. We got to continue to strive and work hard to close that gap. Because what I also found was that in the younger ages, the gap is closing. There's only a 10% difference. That means the younger women that are coming, I'm coming behind Vivian. Diane Owens is coming behind me. It's up to you guys to work harder and figure out a way to continue to close that gap between the disparity in the income and the respect that we receive as women. So let's talk about some of the things that, or how we can close the gap. Because we can focus on the negatives, but I want to focus on the positives. And so one of the things we can do is work together. See, a lot of people believe that women are catty. It's always a cat fight. It doesn't have to be that way. Because I don't have cat fights with anyone. And I am just as successful as if I did. So we need to learn to work together. No one can call me and ask me for assistance. And if I have the time, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to do that. And I need to be able to call Vivian. And I need to be able to call Windi. I need to be able to call Casie. And I need to be able to receive what I need. And they need to be able to call me. And all the young women that come behind us need to be able to call on us so that we can build an alliance together to close that gap, to gain the initiative, to be able to be just as strong and just as present in this courthouse as your Dick DeGarens and your Rusty Partners and the like. So what are other ways that we can do that? Let's talk about the way that we conduct ourselves as women. Because believe it or not, that's important too. Because we are women. And I take much pleasure in being a woman. And as my mentor says, use all of your resources. And he meant that. He said, even though those 12 people are sitting on a jury, they're still men. Use all of your resources. And I remember a case where Atlas was a not guilty, and we went back and I spoke with the jury, and the lady said, you got that not guilty because you had a bunch of boyfriends on the jury. That works. It works. And so you have to be able to use all of your resources, but you can't utilize those resources if you're not presenting yourself as a professional, respectable, classy woman who is strong. That means that you dress accordingly, because I was taught that. A lot of people will see me in court and say, oh, do you have trial today? No, I don't. But my mentor told me to dress every day as if I'm going to trial. And I've done that, and it works. And because you gain respect, because you look like a real lawyer. You don't look like you're leaving here with a skirt up here, because you're losing focus. Because remember, at the end of the day, you're still dealing with men and you're still dealing with people. So if your skirt is up here, you've lost some of that respect, and that's just the truth, and that's real. You wear a skirt that is professional. You wear a skirt that is respectable. And so you present yourself as a strong force to reckon with. And they're looking at your accolades, they're looking at your intelligence and your strength and your talents, and they're not looking at you per se as a woman. And what is another way that we can gain respect from prosecutors and from judges? Because it's different. You know, you have to deal with that dynamic. And not be a bitch. And like my mentor taught me, you don't have to bite everybody. Sometimes you can kiss them first. So that means utilize that woman in you to be able to coax that prosecutor to get them to where you want them to be. Just like they talked about with Windi having that motherly role. You can use that when your client is 18 years old or 17 years old and he and his friends have decided to go rob the Ace Cashier place. Put that mother hat on. Do it well. It's who we are. It's innate in us. And describe that young man or that young woman to this prosecutor or to this judge like as if it was their own child. Because that works. And it works with judges, and it works with prosecutors. So the fact that we're a woman doesn't have to be a disadvantage. It can be an advantage as well. Now, all of that will not work if you're not prepared. That is so key. A lot of us, we get so busy with doing what we do for a living, because it's stressful. And no one can understand how stressful it is being an attorney, especially a criminal defense attorney, unless you do it. It's kind of like you can't explain to anyone what it's like about being a parent and the worry that it causes and the responsibility until you're a parent. No one can truly explain that to you. It's the same thing about being a criminal defense attorney. No one can explain to you the stress of it until you actually do it. You can alleviate some of that if you are prepared. Do the case law research. If there is an issue in any case and you're not doing case law research, you're not serving your client justice. And that's the truth. Take the time to research the law. Find the case law. Get the case law and make it work. And just don't read the holdings. Read the case. You have to be able to recite the facts and apply them to your case. That's important. File the proper motions. Be prepared. If there's an issue, file a motion on it. Protect the error. That's important. Be on time. That's important. As women, we tend to be a little late. We tend to walk in about 15, 20 minutes later than we should. If something starts at 1 o'clock and you're there at 1 o'clock, you're late. You should be there at 12:45. That is on time because you're here to save someone's life. You shouldn't be rambling and rushing through the door and the judge is calling roll. You should be able to sit down, collect your thoughts, be prepared with the role and the strategy that you want to take. Be on time. And Diane will tell you, I stay on her about that. Be on time. Another deal is how do you deal then with your clients? Well, most of the time, and you can tell with the holdover sales that most of our clients are men, right? Because if you look at the holdover sales for the men and the one for the women, there's a huge disparity, right? That's because we don't act up, men. But nonetheless, as women, we have to deal with mostly male clients. And that comes with a lot of garbage. And what does that come with? And I tell you guys, you know, I say that Mr. Jones made me who I am, but I really mean that, and that's why I quote him a lot. He said, listen, Letitia, and he was very candid a lot of times. And he says, let me tell you about these male clients. They're going to try to screw you one way or the other. Very true, right? You're halfway decent with one leg on, they're going to try to screw you one way or the other. And that's just the truth. I've had clients to jack off on me before, right before federal sentencing, okay? In front of, oh gosh, I can't believe, how can I forget his name? Federal court, Warline, that's right, how'd you come? Yeah. Okay, Warline. Right before we're going over the sentencing papers, I just started practicing federal law, so I'm all in. Oh Lord, I gotta make sure I do this and do that. And you know, when you're in the holdover, there's a bench, and then you have the glass, right, with the cage. So underneath there, he's doing this. And I'm thinking, this guy is really doing this, you know? And so I was so offended. And it took me out of the realm of what I was supposed to be there for. I'm here to protect you. I'm here to protect the law, the Constitution, and you're violating me. You know, that's something men really probably don't have to worry about. There are not many men here who can say, yeah, I was in a holdover with a guy and they started jacking off on me. That's not an issue that a male has to deal with, but we do. So how do you deal with that? What I did at that moment, I wasn't a woman. I was a lawyer. And I said nothing about it. We went in front of that judge. I represented him just as zealously as I would have as had I not seen that or not experienced that. But the minute it was over and he got back over to that jail, I went right over and I told him a piece of my mind. And I said, I had the right then and there to put you in more trouble than you were already in. Because what you did was violating me. That was indecent exposure. But I stayed focused on my task. You can't wear your feelings on your sleeve. You gotta remember, you're a lawyer, a real lawyer. So I taught him a lesson, but at the same time, I represented him zealously. And so those are the types of things that we have to deal with that men don't. And that you have to find that fine line that you have to walk and remember. Just remember, when you walk through those doors and you enter the well of the court, you're a lawyer. You're not a woman. And when you stay focused on that, it'll help you deal with those types of issues. So then how do you deal then with police officers? And how do you deal with federal agents? I'll tell you a story. I had a case where it was a federal case out of Galveston. They're very rogue in Galveston, by the way. Very rogue, the federal courthouse there. And we were in Clear Lake. And most of the time, I don't know if you guys ever been to a debriefing or anything like that, there's always about 4 or 5 federal agents, 2 or 3 AUSAs, and you and your client, right? They're gunned, they're suited up. The whole intimidation factor is going on. You still have to be strong. That's when the bitch should come. Because you have to set the standard. You have to set that tone right then and there as to who is in charge. And remember, you're there voluntarily, so that means you are in charge. That means you control that atmosphere. You control what goes on in that room. The first time I had to talk to a federal agent, I said, "Oh, Mr. Jones, the federal agent is calling me." He says, "The federal agent is beneath you. You tell him, what is the name of that AUSA? You let him know right off the bat that you are the one who's in control." Once you do that, then you're setting the standard for them as to you knowing, yes, I'm a woman, but I'm in control, and this is my show. So you can jump on board if you want to. It's just as Windi said, you cannot be afraid. You have to be brave. You have to have no fear when you're representing your client. And so we're sitting there, and they told me what the debriefing is about, because before you go to a debriefing, does everyone know what a debriefing is? Okay. So when you go to a debriefing, you always want to know what that debriefing is going to be about, so that you can talk with your client before you get to that debriefing, and so that you can kind of control the flow of information. Protect your client when he can't protect himself, because 9 times out of 10, he's going to go in there and he's going to start lying. And you need to know when he's going to lie, because lying to the federal agents won't do you any good. It's not like HPV. You'll find yourself about 5 points more than what you should.